Hi, it's Christian, founder at carotor.com. We are the CCIE leaders, and today I'm going to talk to you about the real reasons and the real hidden reasons why you don't want to get your CCIE. And I will explain you in details. This will be one of those videos where people will be a little bit angry with me, someone will be very angry with me, but unfortunately, it's something that is really necessary. You need to understand the real reasons behind your decision to not get the CCIE. So let's start from scratch. And first of all, when you start thinking about the CCIE, you are thinking about something big. It's not something like, okay, I want to get the CCNA, okay, I can study some week and then I get the exam. No. CCIE is another story, and you know it. CCIE means that you know everything inside out, a specific field into networking, into Cisco. And what I'm referring to this course in this video is mainly CCIE Enterprise, which is what 99% of people select at the beginning. And this is one of the few things where people are really right, because generally you have a point of observation at the very beginning. You see, majority of people is almost always wrong. I don't want to say always, but almost always wrong. And you can see it, because if you check the results of the majority of people, you see that they don't get results, therefore they're wrong. Very easy. But in this case, the decision is the correct one. Why? Because enterprise is the starting point of everything. I mean, you can't think to start from security, from wireless, or from service provider, data center, if you don't have enterprise. Still, enterprise is, I don't want to say the more difficult, but for sure the biggest one. So is something that when Cisco has a doubt, saying, okay, where we place this new topic? Well, the answer is easy. It's enterprise. And can be in CCNA, can be in CCNP, can be in CCIE, but is enterprise. And for sure is in CCIE Enterprise, because it's very easy to understand. In CCIE Enterprise, there is everything. So you'll find not only routing and switching, but you'll find also security, you'll find also wireless, you'll find also SDN, new technologies, and anything else. It's easier to say what you don't find. It's a few things. I don't want to give you the list, but it's a few things. It's ISIS and a few other things. And voice, these things that you don't find in CCIE Enterprise. But having said that, when you think what people do, generally, they don't want to get the CCIE. The reason is because getting the CCIE is an idea of our brain. So our brain reason is this way. Say, okay, I'm tired of doing what I'm doing. I want to improve my career. I want to earn much more money. And I want to have a better job, a better life, a better experience. I want to work 6 months, and the other 6 months I want to stay home, or I want to work a contract 1 year, and then I want to have sabbatical year, then the year after, and I want to get another CCIE. I want to be a specialist. I want to be respected. I want these things. And this is absolutely normal. When you hear these things, and these are desires, and these are goals that people set, they're absolutely normal. There's nothing wrong with that. It's absolutely normal thinking that people want to earn more than $120,000 per year. This is normal, because this means that you earn around $10,000 per month, and with $10,000 per month you can have a decent life. You are not rich, I can guarantee to you, because that's not... There are people, they believe that if you earn $10,000 per month, you start flying first class, private jet, these things. There's nothing farther from the truth. I mean, no way. When you earn 10,000, you can have a decent apartment, and you can have a mortgage, you can have a decent car, and you can have a decent saving if you are able to save some money. But you can't think that you have a millionaire lifestyle simply because you're not a millionaire. And in order to earn potentially 1 million, you have to work 10 years without spending $1. So you can understand that you're not a millionaire at all. You just have a decent salary, and it's much better than earning 3,000 for sure, but still you are not rich. And that's why I'm saying you should really understand what you are looking for. You are looking for something that will transform your life, will transform your life in a more stable life, will transform your life in a life where when your kids ask you to buy something, you don't check the price, or you don't make a scene because they ask you something, because it's normal that they ask you something. You can decide to purchase or not based on other elements, which is not the money. You can decide if they deserve it that day because of their behavior or these things. But having said that, it's much better, I tell you, earning 10,000 compared to 3,000. And I know that seems obvious, but still is not. And the reason is because for some people, their comfort zone is so strong, is so powerful, that going out from the comfort zone becomes really, really complicated, even though there is this money involved. And even though they realize completely that this is not a dream, but this is a goal, because earning 10,000 or let's say 15,000 per month is a goal, is not a dream at all. I was able to earn this money, and I started my career working in factories when I was in Italy, or as a dishwasher when I was in London. Just I changed a little, and I set my goals a little bit higher, and I arrived there, and there's nothing exceptional. Again, you don't become a millionaire. Having said that, let's go back to the reasons of this video, to the major topic, and let's analyze which one are the reasons why you don't want to be a CCIE. There are hidden reasons. And you say, but there's no reason, I really want it. Well, not true. If you think about it carefully, it's not true. Because otherwise, you don't understand why 99% of people fail. And again, guys, this is not an opinion. This is a matter of fact. 99% of people fail. That's why I'm saying, generally, the majority of people do always the wrong thing, or they give you the wrong advice. 99% of people fail here. So why they fail? They fail because at the beginning, they set their strategy in a wrong way. And again, CCIE is mainly strategy. It's a strategy game. It's not something that you can learn in a day or in a week. There are people, they tell you, yeah, I will study 2-3 weeks and I will get my CCIE. Yeah, thank you. Not true. CCIE is a strategy. CCIE is a marathon. CCIE is something that requires time, that requires you to have a very calm mind, and is a game where you need to make very good decisions, and especially the very first decision you make has to be the right one. Otherwise, you'll suffer in a way that you can't even explain. And let's talk about this very first decision, because again, is where 99% of people fail. So what happened? Happens what I was talking about before. You have your brain and you have your mind. I know that there are people who say, what are you talking about, Christian? Come on, this is something that, why every time? We have only one brain, the mind doesn't exist. And well, I'm really sorry. If you believe this, I'm really sorry. This is already the reason why you fail. And now if you ask yourself, I say, okay, this is the reason why you fail, because you don't understand that you have the brain and you have the mind. And the brain works in a way completely different from the mind. And you need to be able to control both But my recommendation, obviously, is to focus on the mind, because the brain is not so difficult to understand. I mean, it's a very powerful machine. It's very complex, and it's fascinating what you want, but still, the majority of people fail not for the brain, but for the mind. And now I will explain you more this concept. The brain is that part of your body that knows exactly what you want. So is the brain coming up saying, hey, I want the CCIE. Why? Because I want the 10,000 or the 15,000 per month. And I know that money is not so important, or let's say, I know that money is not the most important thing in life, but who cares? It's still better having all the other things I have plus the money than having all the other things I have without the money. This is very normal to say. And you know that it's the brain talking, because this is logic. It's absolutely logic. It's something they say, okay, when I have 15,000, it's not true that all my problems in life will be gone. However, I will have other kind of problems, and not the problems I have now. This is absolutely true. For example, I buy a new computer, okay? I buy a computer with, let's suppose, to give you an example, 128 gig of RAM. And today I have 4. I say, okay, but there is a problem, because are you sure that the 120 gigs will be fully supported by the motherboard, and maybe then you have a problem because only 96 will be supported, and then you have to figure out how to free up the remaining, and there is a problem of compatibility? Yeah, still better than having 4, because if you have 4, you don't know if you'll be able to use properly the device, because will freeze or will perform in a very rubbish way. So it's true, you still have other kind of problems, but it's better having those problems than this. So if you follow me, what I'm saying is that really, apparently, there is really no reason why you should say, no, I don't want a CCIE. And you don't say it. You don't say, no, I don't want a CCIE. You say, yes, I want, but, always. And generally what happened at the very beginning is this. People don't think about the key element. The key element is this. 99% of people fail. If you understand that 99% of people fail and you are using your brain is logical, and if you understand this concept, you agree with me, because if you don't, if you say, well, not true, let's make an example, not true, 100% of people have success, okay, in this. I'm saying the CCIE, but it can be anything in life. Huh? Well, in that case, there's no scope for this video. Everyone gets 15,000 per month, sorry. Was a lapsus. No, honestly, everyone gets 15,000 per month. Everyone has a lot of money. Everyone has a CCIE, and everyone is an expert. And there are only differences between who has one CCIE, which is everyone in the world, and then there is someone who has 3, 4 CCIEs. But obviously this is rubbish. And you know that almost no one has a CCIE. Because if you check, and you don't even check the CCIE, the active CCIEs. If you check the CCIEs of all history, in all the world, of all times, including active and non-active, you have about 60,000 people in the whole world, all the time. And it's not something new, 60,000. So you understand that when I say that 99% of people fail, I'm generous, and this is accurate, and this is rubbish, obviously. So if you agree with me, and I don't see the possibility why you shouldn't agree with me on this. You have to understand that from a brain perspective, the first thing you do, you say, okay, all right, so 99% of people fail, 99% of people talk. I don't have to do what 99% of people say and what 99% of people do. And that's exactly correct. And this is a rule that I highly recommend to apply almost everywhere in life. Again, not always, because for example, 99% of people start from enterprise and it's correct. So you can't say it's always like this. No. But generally, if you start making a shift in your life and you start saying, okay, let's do something different compared to the other people do, compared to what other people do, well, your life will improve, I can tell you. Doesn't have to be the opposite. Doesn't mean that if majority of people drink water, you have to drink alcohol. No. But you notice the majority of people drink alcohol, so you should drink water. But what I'm saying is you should understand that you don't have to do what other people do. It has to be something different. It doesn't have to be the opposite. Not necessarily. Because you don't know. You don't know if the opposite thing is the right one. But you know, and this is a fact, not an opinion, that what other people do is probably wrong. Because 99% of people fail. This is a matter of fact. And what these people do as the first decision, they select the wrong course. But this time, I don't want to stop here. This time I want to go deeply, because I'm talking about the mind, I'm going to talking about the brain, and I will explain you in details how the decision is made. Because there is a discussion, an internal discussion between the brain and the mind. So, works like this. The brain, your brain, you have a brain, right? Your brain works in this way. Your brain say, hey, I want the CCIE. Simple. I want the CCIE because I want more money. This is logical. You know, you check the salaries out there. You live in the US, you live in the UK, you live in Saudi, you live in Qatar, you live in China, you live in Japan. You check the salaries and you say, I want the CCIE because I want more money. And this is absolutely fair and logic. You check the salaries, you want that salary. All right, good. Then what happens is, okay, how to arrive there? And then you check the options you have. And they're basically all the same. There is only one exception. 0 to CCIE in 52 weeks. All the rest are basically the same. And those options are either something that you pay one-off and is extremely cheap, almost for free, and then there are those options where you pay monthly, and also those are quite cheap, and you find a lot of trainings there, hundreds of different trainings. The option where you pay one-off is one training. And you could say, okay, but also your training is one training, and also your training, you have recurrent payments. So your training, in this case, is a mixture of the other two. No, not at all. And now I will explain you why. We are the opposite of all of them, the opposite. But give me some time first to explain you how you think, how you make your decision, how you decide before to not join my program and to join their program. Because these are numbers. It's not my opinions, are numbers. Because I know my numbers, I know how many people join our program, and most importantly, I know how many people have success. And I can tell you, and I'm really proud, I don't have 100%, but I have 99% of people. They join this program and they arrive to success at the end. Now, how I know? Because I know each student individually. Because before accepting a student, I talk to them. And if someone doesn't want to talk to me, well, sorry, would not join the program. It's very simple. And you know why I do that? Because I want to talk to them, and I want to know them, and I want to see if they are a good fit for our program. And most importantly is because they need to understand that I will track their results. I will see their results, and I will use that as my more important metric. Why? Well, because this is my metric. My metric is my student success. And if I see that the result is not what I want, I keep working on the product until the product will arrive to at least 99%. My goal is 100%, but I use 99% as a fair number to achieve, to work towards at least. And now you can say, okay, but why then 99% of people? Because 99% of people fail. And you know what? If you go out there, you don't even know if this number is 99% or is 99.8 or 99.9%. Because this is not a metric for anybody. It's only our metric. Because out there, what they want is the number of students. They don't check the success as a number. So for me, the number is the percentage of success. People, they show me their certificate. They publish their certificate on our private Facebook group. This is my number, my percentage. No, that out there is different, is the number of students. So think about it. What they have to do to get the biggest number of students for the one-off is very easy, and is only the price. Nothing else. The price. You make like, I don't know, $5, $5 or $10 or $15. You buy the price. You understood correctly. You buy the price. That's it. Then, this way, you purchase the price and nothing else. Or, if you pay monthly, what they have to do, they can charge you, I don't want to say the exact number, but it's much more than this, 2-3 times this, per month. But what they have to do, they cannot give you one product, they have to give you, let's say, hundreds of products. So that you can stay inside the subscription for a long time, because you have so many products, you don't get any result probably. If you are in the 99%, maybe if you are in the 1%, you get something, but otherwise you just stay inside. You have hundreds of products, but you don't get any results. This is the truth. So the question is, why you decide this? Why? What is the reason why you decide this? The reason is because there is a discussion internally between your brain and your mind. And your brain says, again, I want to get success, I want to change my life, I want to get the CCIE, I want to get more money, I want to transform my life. And your mind is, this means that you don't go out this weekend, that you stay home studying. This is what you're telling me. Okay, so what about if we select one of these? Don't forget, what's the scope of your mind? If you understand that there is a difference between the brain and the mind, you know that the brain has really the possibility to set a goal, decide what you want. And you know that the mind has a goal, keeping you where you are. And doesn't do that because it's bad. Do that because it's trying to protect you. Seems strange, but this is exactly what happened. The mind wants to keep you exactly where you are. It doesn't want any change. And the mind wants to keep you in your comfort zone, exactly there. This name is really bad because there's nothing comfortable really in your comfort zone. But for the mind is comfortable because it's what is known and not something new, unknown. To give you an example, if you are earning little money and you are doing an unskilled job and you go to work every day very early and outside is cold and you need to work outside, you need to work on the street and not inside an office, and you need to work 10 hours per day and is -0, -10, minus I don't know what temperature, and the work is hard, you know that your brain says, oh, well, but it's not comfortable at all. However, this is the comfort zone for your mind. Because your mind says, well, if you change this, what you do? The risk is that you can be unemployed. And it's worse than that. Then you end up staying out there without a work. You can't even go back at home in the evening and staying in a room with the heating. This is how the mind works. It's brutal, but this is exactly how the mind works. So, in a nutshell, your mind finds any reason, shouldn't call reason, but any excuse to keep you where you are. You can fight, but your mind generally wins. Unless you start learning how to fight back. This is what we teach in our Zero to CCIE program in the first 3 weeks. And someone says, I don't want to do the mindset. Well, but this you should really pay attention. Really, because after when you start the program, even if we give you the best program, you need to have this very clear in your mind. In your mind. Because you see, if you are able to control your mind, you can get anything in life. And that's why I'm sure, and I can say to everyone, I'm sure that if you join at Zero to CCIE, at the end of the 52 weeks, you are a CCIE engineer. That's why I can propose you to pay per week. And that's why I can propose you to cancel your subscription anytime without any risk, any reason to cancel. Because I'm sure that when you arrive in week 4 and you see the technical, you'll never give up here. Because you understand how the mind works, you understand what you have to do to control your mind, and you want to stay inside the program. Because now you have the technical, and you know already that if you follow the instructions, you arrive at the end, 52 weeks, you get a CCIE. And your life has changed. Seriously. And also, our program doesn't have anything to do with these things. It's totally different. First of all, it's only one program. From Zero to CCIE, Enterprise. There's nothing else. There's not a fancy website. It's just Zero to CCIE Enterprise. You know how much time took us to build this program? 3 years. You say, what? 3 years. But it's full, has all the details, it's totally simplified, step by step. And shows you exactly what you need to do every single day. So every week, you have to study 5 hours, you know exactly what you have to do those 5 hours. There's nothing missing, not even a small tiny piece. In here, there's nothing like that. You find hundreds, if you pay the monthly, hundreds of products, but what do you think? That they spend 3 years for each product every year? Come on. Obviously, it's different what they propose you. They propose you some information, and I have to say, because I know some of these companies, they are good companies. They provide you some good quality information. But you have to accept, if you do this, you have to do at least 70 or 80% of the work on your own. And they don't know you. They don't talk to you. And they don't know who you are. They don't know if at the end you are going to be certified or not, because it's not their target. Their target is the number of students. You're a number. And you're a number that pay the course. This is the thing. You need to be really honest with yourself. And you know why your mind selects this? Mainly for one reason, which is always the same at the beginning. This one is the price. And when select this one is mainly because in the discussion, the internal discussion between your brain and your mind works like this. Okay, I want to make more money. I want the CCIE. And the mind says, okay, right. However, what about trying this? Because you don't want to go with these people. Because think about this. If you start this, well, you know what? You have to do the work. You don't have a valid reason to give up. And this is so true because when I talk to the prospects, they are still not my students, I know what they do, because everyone do the same. Take out the calculator and multiply the weekly price for the 52 weeks. And if you think about it, this is the mind that come out, say, okay, how much it costs for 1 year? Doesn't say how much it costs for 1 week. No. Here say like this. Here you know how much it costs 1 month. Because you can give up and you'll give up. But here you calculate immediately the final price for the year, which means that you know exactly how much you are going to pay, because you know already that here you are going to arrive at the end. You know it. You know it, but the question is, do you really want it? And the answer is no. Because don't forget, the scope of the mind is not changing your conditions. Not at all. It's the opposite. The scope of your mind is keeping you exactly where you are right now. For the mind is the comfort zone. No action. Or, in this kind of scenario, why the mind proposes you this? Because this is what your mind proposes you. Why? Because the mind knows that if you don't take any action at all, your brain will come back again after 2-3 days. Say, hey, I told you that I need the CCIE because I'm tired to do this work, that I'm underpaid, I earn little money, and there's no reason I have to stay here. I need to change. I need to get out of my comfort zone, and I need to be a CCIE engineer. And the more you repeat this, the more there is the risk that you arrive here. This is the thing. So the mind says, okay. Okay, what about this? $5, and then you can have it. If you don't, well, you lose only $5. We still have, you know what? We still have the money for going out to drink beer tonight. If it doesn't work, how good is that? Sometimes doesn't work very well because after that, the brain comes back and says, well, now I want something more. So this is generally the best options for the mind, because you say, hey, what about, instead of getting one, getting hundreds, so you can get hundreds of certifications and you can pay a little every month. You don't have any risk. We still have time to go out tonight to drink our beers, and we still have the money, because at the end it's a subscription, you can cancel any time like them. But the beauty here is that on one side you pay monthly and not weekly, and on the other side is that you have hundreds of training. Okay, nice, let's try. And then 99% of people fail. And I'm sorry to insist, but this is what happened in reality. And you see, the decision here again is that if you start this, you know already at the very beginning how to hack your brain and your mind, how to change this. That's why also your mind doesn't even want to do the first 3 weeks. Because your mind doesn't want to be controlled, doesn't want to do other things. And don't think that we are like shrinks here. But somehow we are. Because you really need to be able to control your mind if you want to get your results. Because no one wants to make this kind of sacrifice from the economical point of view and from the amount of time that you need to dedicate to this to make it a reality. However, the sacrifice is a fact, but also your final success is a fact. Here's the thing. If you want to have success, you need to sacrifice something. There's nothing else to do. You can't have success if you don't sacrifice something. And if you do this, we are going to teach you how to sacrifice 1 hour of your time every day, 5 days a week. So it's not a huge sacrifice at the end. And then you have to pay weekly. And we do this on purpose. We could let you pay monthly like the others, but we are different. You have to pay weekly. Why? Because you have to remember every week what are you doing and that you are paying. Every week. And every week you have to discuss internally, say, hey, I'm paying this, eh? Well, so it's better you do the work. Well, but I'm paying. Yes, so do the work. And get certified. And when you get certified, you have the best return over the investment ever in your life. I can tell you because I have students that they earn really little money and they are inside the program. And I truly respect these people. I respect everyone. Also people, they earn already more than 10,000 per month and they are inside the program because they know that with this program will earn 15 or 20,000. It's not the amount of money that makes the difference. But I'm surprised when I see a person that tells me my salary is this little and they are inside the program. I'm sure that these people will get the best from this program because they are aware about the effort they are doing, the sacrifice they are doing, which is different. At the end, it's a sacrifice for everyone because you need to study here. This is not something that you can purchase and then you can forget. That's why you have to pay every week. But there is a big difference between this and this. You say, oh, it's huge. The difference is that this one works. That's why I offer the possibility to give up anytime. If you quit, you lose. It's the only way to lose. Only 1% do that, and only 1% lose, but I can't block anyone. I mean, you need to make your decision, and you need to renovate your decision every week. However, if you don't quit, there's no way you lose. There's no way. Because we teach you exactly, step by step, what you have to do. And we renovate this mindset during the program, because you need this. You need to understand. First, I will explain you during the first 3 weeks, only that. But when you start, for example, when you start, you arrive at week 6, I will discuss with you, hey, how are you doing, man? Do you feel now your emotions? Do you control them? Because of course, when the technical arrive, it's practical. I mean, you are doing the work. You are receiving the information. And your mind is always there trying to go back to the comfort zone. And the comfort zone is something not comfortable. I don't know why they decided to call it comfort zone. It's not comfortable at all. But it's the so-called comfort zone. So you need to make a decision at the very beginning. Either you want to stay where you are, in your comfort zone, that is not comfortable, or you have to move out and changing, making a transformation. If you want to do that, you need to make a sacrifice. There's no other way. If they tell you that everything will be fun, everything will be cheap, everything will be nice, and you can have everything, you don't need to sacrifice anything, just come. I have a fantastic website, spend a little money, you find hundreds of content, and you can enjoy. Yes. But this is what will happen 99% of cases. And if you don't agree with me, I'm sorry, but this is not my opinion. It's the current situation. That's why there is only 60,000 people certified CCIE at all time. I'm sorry. What we are doing here, we are making a real change in this game. So we are offering you a program totally simplified, step by step, on a weekly basis. You just need to follow the process, step by step. And again, you have the full control because you can make your decision to stay or to quit anytime. At any time, you don't need to provide any reason. You are not happy about the content, go out. However, if you do it, if you decide to participate, you'll know that you have 3 weeks mindset. You understand this relationship between the mind and the brain. It's very important. And then you build the plan. You're going to learn how to respect the plan. Then you start week 4 with a technical, 4 weeks CCNA, 5 weeks CCNP, 20 weeks CCIE theory, 20 weeks CCIE lab. You're going to have your exams. You're going to have the CCNA after the 4 weeks CCNA, CCNP and RC at the end of the 5 weeks CCNP. And then you have 20 weeks CCIE theory. At the end, you can have your CCNP anchor. We highly recommend this as approach, even though you can make your anchor before, but we recommend at the end of CCIE theory. And then you have your last week, 20 weeks only lab, only hands-on. Also this, we are the only ones who have this approach. We keep the hands-on only to the end, when you have everything already clear from the theory point of view. You have all the details clear, and then we start again from scratch. We start from scratch so many times. From scratch at the beginning, scratch from CCNA, scratch from CCNP, scratch from CCIE theory, and scratch from CCIE lab. Pure repetition. You'll become a machine. You're going to get your results. You'll build solid foundations. However, there is one thing I can't do for you. One, a decision. Everything starts with a decision. You have to decide at the very beginning if your decision is this, and I can't help you. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people, almost everyone, when they arrive to us, they try everything here. And they come to me, they are really in an agitated state because they say, but I tried this, it doesn't work. I tried this, it doesn't work. I tried this, it doesn't work. They don't have a calm mind when they arrive because they tried all this. And then you have this one. If you choose this, very simple, you need to do a sacrifice. That's it. You're going to do the work. That's it. You're going to do it. And if you do it, good. If you don't do it, you're going to do it anyway. Very simple. You know it. And this is the real reason why you don't want to be a CCIE. Because truly, you don't want to do the work. You don't. You want to stay here. And here you can find hundreds of excuses. You can say, but this training is full of gaps. And well, it's not the training. It's you that you made the wrong decision. Again, it's a decision. You purchased these $5, what you expect? You get what you want to get for $5. But this training is not complete. It's your decision. You shouldn't blame the training, because the training gives you some information, and personally I believe that these companies are even good. They make a lot of money, much more than us, and I understand why, because they focus on the number of students. And they say, why you don't do the same? Well, not my metric. We work on the mind. I want my student to go out and spread the word and say, hey, I transform myself. And people say, what are you talking about? Yeah, I do the work. Well, so that we don't pay the advertisement, because we don't need. We leave the payments of the advertisement here. And think about it. You sell for so little and you make a huge amount of advertisement out there. How is possible? Number of students. Because people don't understand that when there are so many people, you can earn so much money, because even if you sell cheap, a lot of people buy, but a lot of people fail. And here there are so many companies. And there is a lot of war on the prices. We are different. I'm sorry, we are different. I mean, I don't want to say they are bad. No. Again, it's not their fault, because they provide decent material to everyone. Maybe there are gaps, maybe it's old, maybe it's incomplete, and ours is totally new, totally full, complete, step by step, simplified, but also because we do only this. We don't do anything else. Only one thing, and it took us 3 years to put together the whole structure like we did. This is the secret. And what we do, we focus on our student success. Simple. We keep our student success as our only available metric, and we want it at least 99%. And at the end of the day, you just need to understand that you have to make a decision. When you make the decision, you know already that you have to do the work. When you start this program, you know it, because you pay per week. So every week I will remind you that you have to pay. I mean, I don't, because it will be automatic, but you know at the very beginning when you sign up that you have to do the work. You know it. It's already a first battle you win against your mind, because you sign up for something that where after you have to do it. Even if your mind doesn't want, you have to do it if you want to win. Here, no. Why? 1 month you say, okay, but in this case you say, okay, but it was only $5. I forgot. Well, let's go back where we were. Was not so bad after all. Don't listen to the other people. It's okay. In here, you pay per month. Okay, this month is difficult because my children have to go back to school. And the month after will be, but Christmas is approaching. I have to focus on Christmas. And then anyway, January is a new year, so I will start the 1st of January. 1st of January, you are drunk because you celebrated the day before. Say, okay, for sure, not the first, it will be the second. The second, you're still drunk. Another year is gone, and then Easter will arrive, and summer will arrive, and you are on holiday. There is always an excuse. There's nothing to do. There is always an excuse. And here, it's much easier to find an excuse. But here, no. Here you have to make a decision. When you make a decision, it's done. And when it's done, yes, you can cancel, but you don't cancel, because you'll see results. When you see results, the last thing you want to do is cancel it. When you see results, you want to win. You want to stay there until the end of the program. You don't want to give up anymore for any reason in the world. You don't want. It's something that you really don't want. And when you have that moment where the emotion comes, I'm there, because I'm studying with you during the whole duration of the program. I'm doing the intros, I'm doing the recaps, I'm doing the first 2 weeks mindset, and I'm doing together with you the last 20 weeks labs. All step by step. And we are going to start the labs from scratch. We are going to provide you all the labs based on EVNG, and you are going to see every week my labs, and you can repeat them, and you can have the same exact structure. So in 1 week, you do all your practice on your own, then you compare your results with mine the week after. It's a process. You can't fail. If I win, you win. The only difference between me and you is that I'm 100% sure I'm going to win. Why? Because we have the best program in the world. So just applying the program, I'm going to win. You maybe don't know it yet. You have the temptation to do this, but you have to be aware. If you do this, 99% of people fail. Matter of fact, not an opinion, this is what happened. That's why if you see how many people are there are millions of people. How many people are CCIE? 60,000 in the whole history of the certification. Not my opinion. It's a matter of fact. And then you will find people that have 3, 4, 5 CCIE. So you see that the same person has more than one. So it's not 60,000 people, but it's 60,000 certification. Guys, to be really honest with you, if you want to make a change, you have to make a decision. And you have to make a decision different compared to what you decided until now. The only hint you can have in your decision is check what the others do and not do it. Because if you do that, well, your result will be the same as the others. Not my opinion, it's a matter of fact. I know it's hard to understand. I know that they teach us that it's not like this. When you say something that is, they say, well, but so you want to tell me that everyone is so stupid? Sorry. I'm not saying this. I'm saying that this is a matter of fact, not an opinion. 99% of people fail. Either accept it or not. If you want to stay where you are, stay where you are. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you something that where you live comfortable, stay there. Don't change it for any reason. If you want something different in your life, if you want to transform your life, if you want to arrive at something at another level, schedule a call with me right now. Let's have a real call and we'll discuss if you are a fit. I will welcome to the program and you'll see that you will have a massive transformation. I mean, again, we are not here to tell you you become rich, because you are not, because even if you arrive 10,000, 15,000 per month, you are not rich. However, if this is your goal, schedule a call with me right now. Don't lose any more time and be prepared to start this adventure with us. From 0 to CCIE, 52 weeks, you're going to study 1 hour per day, 5 days a week. Thanks.